this video, what we do is, whenever you are selecting a state, name of the state, the cities which are there in that state, you have to show them in the name of the city. So this we call as cascading drop downs. Previously we used to say cascading drop downs, but now basically what we are asking is how do you show based on one drop down the other values in another drop down. So how do we do that? So for that video we are doing this particular video. So now for in this particular name of the state and name of the city, we don't have any of the values, right? So it is empty and it is empty. So how can I do this? Means I can do this, call a data page on a drop down. So this is a drop down control type, right? So I can add drop down over there. Okay, so how do you do that? Means this is a drop down, right? px drop down is a control type. So how can I do is I can go to that particular property, name of the state, and from here in the table type I can use data page. We can use a data page, and in which class we have, actually I have a data type called as state, so I can write that particular class, state class over here. Yes, actually I have values in district, not in the state, so let me change that to state district. Okay, so data page district. So what do you want to show here? You want to show state name. So what you have to show here, you have to show state name. Save. Okay, now you create a case and check. Now you can see all are coming up. But the problem with the D page over here is it is giving you all the records which are there in our D page. Can you see here? This is the D page and this is what we have selected there, and it is giving you all the records. But do you want all the records over here? Means no, you don't want all the records. You want only means you want all the records, but it is duplicating here. So you have to avoid duplicating values. Okay, so for that what we have to do is we have to write a report definition. So we need to create one report definition in this district class so that it will give us only states which are not duplicated. So how do I do that? So create, so report definition is available under reports, report definition. Let's write retrieve state. So the class is what? Agoda hyphen dot district. So this is our report definition. So what do you want? You want only what? You want only state. So write like this, state. Okay, this is our state. So save it. Now you check, run this. You can see all are duplicated values, but you want duplicate? No, you don't want duplicate. You want only what? Only the unique columns. So what we do is, here we have something called as remove duplicate rows. Select it, save it, now run it. Now you can see it is only showing Telangana, Tamil Nadu, and only 4 states it is showing. So yes, we got this. Now what you have to do? You have to call that report definition in this drop down. Can I call that report definition using a property? Means in this property there is no report definition here, right? So I cannot call. So what I do is I'll make it as none. Save it, because I was thinking that I can use the data page over here, but actually it is not doing. So I changed my mind, and I am thinking that I have to use report definition. So then how do I call report definition for this drop down? So for this I have to go for live UI, open this section, and when you open the section you can see that there is name of the state field here. So select it and see, if you scroll down there is list source. In the list source type you can call either data page, clipboard page, or report definition. Yes, I have a report definition, so I'll call report definition. To which class it is applied? It is applied to, so it is applied to this. And what's the report definition? Retrieve state. So which value you want to show? Anyways, we have only one value in that, state name, and you want to display that state name only here, right? Save it, submit. Now create a case and check. Sorry, not this one. Yeah, name of the state. Can you see now? It is showing only the unique values. Now when I select Telangana, it should show the cities which are there in Telangana. And how do I do that for this? So for this again you have to create one report definition. Reports, report definition, retrieve city. Same, it is also referring to the same. Create and open. So what do you want? You want districts. Yeah, district name. Yeah. But what it is doing when you run this, it will show all districts, but we want only which are there in Telangana region or Maharashtra region or Karnataka region or Chennai region. You are not giving any filtration. So here you have to write filter. What is that? Saying that when state name is equal to param dot state, you have to pass a parameter which you have selected in S10. So you have selected this Telangana, right? So that Telangana you have to pass it to the report definition as a parameter. So it checks, and based on that it gives you the district name. So did you create any parameter for state? No, you didn't. So you have to go for parameters and write state. So data type is string, that is text. So save it. Now you check. So state name. So let me give state as Karnataka. Apply changes. Can you see now? It is giving me only the cities which are there. Anything, whether it is district or anything, it is cities giving only which are there in Karnataka. Now I'll change that to Telangana. So in Telangana, whatever the cities are there, so those cities are showing up on in this. So this is how. But are they showing in a sorted order? No, right? First it is showing some K, W, N. So you want in sorted order. So what we can do, we have to go to query tab, and here you make it as lowest to highest. Save it and run. Now state name, you give state name something like, I'll give Telangana only because it has many columns. Okay, spelling is wrong. Now you can see after H, K, N, W. So I said lowest to highest. That means ascending to descending order. Okay, so that is how we are also doing this one. But see our report definition. It is showing us one warning, guardrail warning, which is a severe or moderate warning here. So what is that? We need to check review. So when you check here, you can see some of your filters are using parameter with use null if option not selected. So you have to use this. Please ensure that you do the pass parameter, otherwise the filter will be dropped entirely and execution of report will result in very poor performance. If you do not want this behavior, select use null if empty option. Okay, so what actually use null if empty means? You see here, run means it is giving you all the records. For example, there are some 1000 records in your database. It will give you all 1000 records which are not necessary for us. So to retrieve 1000 records from the database, definitely it will affect our performance, right? So that's why it is showing you that particular error. What is that? Warning. What is that? Poor performance. So for that reason, what are we doing is we have to go to the settings icon and make use null if empty. Okay, and you can also ignore the case because sometimes user will give you in small letters or camel letters, right? So if you want to ignore that, yes, you can even select ignore case. But here it is anyways drop down, so we are not going anything. So submit. Now save. That warning will be going off. Still you have another warning. That warning is for test cases. So you have to create a test case. So now for now we say manually tested, but actually you have to do this unit testing. Okay, so this unit testing has to be done. Now I justified it to do not affect my guardrail warning, but in the projects we have to create a test case. You hope you know it. You can see that in my previous videos how to create unit testing. So you can add a unit test case for this report definition. So that will remove this guardrail warning also. So now you got one report definition also. This report definition you have to call now. So how do you call? Similar to that. Go to the section in the name of the city. Okay, so this is a drop down, scroll down, and in the type take report definition. So in which class it is? Agoda districts. So what you want to do, you want to retrieve city, but whenever you write city it will ask you the state. So where is the value? That value is there in work class only, right? There in state, name of the state. So this one, name of the state. So here you are giving name of the state, right? So that value you are passing here. So whenever you pass, it will take this value to the report definition, and based on that report definition it will give you the output. Submit. Okay, sorry, I didn't write this value. So what do you want to show? You want to show district name only. Anyways, submit. Save. Okay, now create case. Telangana. So now you can see only Telangana regions are coming up. Okay, Tamil Nadu. See, only Tamil Nadu regions are coming up. Karnataka, only Karnataka regions are coming up. Maharashtra, only Maharashtra things are coming up. Simply select, see here, nothing will be there. Why? Because why nothing is there? Because you selected here use null if empty, right? So it is showing null empty. If you don't do this, okay, submit, I'll show you the difference, right? If you don't do that, what happens, you know, even you don't select here, it will show you all the things. Okay, yeah, can you see here? I didn't select anything, but here it is showing everything. Bangalore, Chennai, Coimbatore. See, nothing is selected. So that's the reason why what I'm doing, making sure that it is empty. Okay, so no parameter, that means you have to show it as empty. So this is how you will get value of another drop down based on one drop down. Thank you.